Hi everyone, welcome back to our English channel. Native speakers. You need to sound like a native speaker. Okay, don't use this because native speaker will never understand you. Don't use that, don't say that, native speaker never do this, native speaker. Don't do this if you want to sound like native speaker. Use this, use that, do that, pronounce this, whatever. A lot of people trying to tell you to sound like native speaker because they want to sell you something, especially native teacher. Okay, native speaker, they're probably are our role model, okay, for using the language. Many people try to achieve the level of native like fluency and pronunciation, right? Because everyone tell you that you need to sound like a native speaker. Even Thai language teachers, okay, they try to tell you, oh, native speaker, don't use this, don't use that, don't say this, it's boring. Some native speaker come up on camera, I mean videos, and then tell you, oh, it sounds boring for you, but not for the world. They normally give you their own opinion, especially your native speaker teacher. Please be kind to the learner, okay? Be kind to them. Learners in the world, I mean a lot of learners, especially Thai learners, they have been trying so hard to learn the language. Don't kill or destroy their confidence by telling them that if they are not like a native speaker, I mean if they don't sound like a native speaker, meaning that they are not successful. Don't judge them that way. Right, let's look at the word Englishist. I use Englishist as plural because there are so many Englishists in the world. We have English in different places, different way. People have their own standard of English. We need to stop or break the chains of nativism, solve the problem. Let's focus on effective communication. Look at effective communication. If you want to communicate effectively, you don't need to sound like a native speaker. You can use whatever you know, whatever level of vocabulary. It doesn't matter. They have to be like a native speaker level vocabulary or pronunciation in order to be successful in communication. If every day you are going to the class, you go to the class every day and learn how to be like a native speaker, you will never be successful. You will never be successful. And every day you go there, you just make yourself feel bad about yourself. You're gonna feel bad about yourself, like, oh my God, I never been that way. I never been like a native speaker. I never been successful. You never judge yourself that you are a successful language learner. Because whatever you do, it doesn't matter how long you have been doing it, you never reached the native speakers things like native speaker pronunciation, native speaker stress, native speaker vocabulary, native speaker ways of using the idiom, the word choice, dictation, whatever, articulation, whatever. Every day you are learning English to make yourself feel bad. Forget about it. Native speaker, okay, they're role model. They have perfect pronunciation, but their pronunciation also varies, right? I mean, different parts of their country, people pronounce the words differently, or people have different accent. There are so many accents in UK, so many accent in America, and then people even in their own country, native speaker country, they still use different Englishes. They are not the same. And then when they tell you to be like a native speaker, to be like who's the native speaker in their definition? To sound like a native speaker, to sound like who is the standard? right? Who's the standard, the prime, the only standard of learning English? Learner, I tell you, okay, you don't need to sound like a native speaker in this globalized world. Use the English the way you are. Use it. You need to focus on effective communication, okay? Make the person in front of you understand you. It doesn't matter what accent you are using. People have their own accent. You can use foreign accent. You can use the words that you feel comfortable with, okay? Stop thinking that you need to reach that level in order to be successful. You can be a successful learner who can communicate effectively by just be you, okay? Of course, the native speaker, the only things that can make themselves qualify to be a language teacher because they were born as a native speaker. When you were born as a native speaker, you're naturally qualified to be a language teacher. Even some native speaker in our country, in Thailand, don't have any teaching qualification, don't know even how to explain things to the learner, don't know the problem. They are not aware of the problem that the learner have. But they are qualified and they earn a lot of money, a lot more money because they were just born white. Is that fair? So the only qualifications that they claim that they are better is that because they were born as a native speaker. Not every native speaker are qualified for teaching jobs, right? For teaching job, even they know a lot of things, right? But it comes to the teaching, it's very complex thing. I'm not telling that they cannot be the teacher, right? They are the role model for all the learner, okay? But you as a learner, stop consuming, stop watching those things to tell you to be like a native speaker. Because every time you try to learn the language, you're gonna feel bad about yourself. So don't make yourself feel bad. Be happy that you learned one new word today. Be happy that you can actually communicate. Whether, it's come with problems, but it's okay. We make mistake all the time. We learn from it. We get better every time we use it. And do not make yourself believe that only to be like a native speaker means you are successful. You can be successful in communication, in using the language effectively when you have confidence to speak, okay? Confident to speak and try to focus on the person in front of you. Make them understand you. Make him or her understand you. Right? It doesn't matter. Even you use basic word, normal words, not gonna be big word, not academic. It doesn't matter whether your pronunciation is so Thai or with strong heavy accent. It doesn't matter. Feel free and use the language. Stop believing that nativism will solve the language learning problem. Never. They are telling you to be like a native speaker, because they want to sell you the English courses. You learn with them. You don't say, hey, you need to be like a native speaker. You need to sound like a native speaker. Sign up for the courses. Yeah. Be you. Be confident. Learn while using it. Okay? I'm here to support you. You don't need to be like a native speaker in order to be successful. Communicator. Communicate. Be brave. Be patient. Be confident. Go. Speak it. No one owns the language.